Hello guys, my name is Amit Sani and I welcome you in this daily PIB analysis video. In the evening these videos come, in the morning the Hindu analysis videos they come, both in Hindi and English, and the MCQs that I'm giving to you, the explanations I am providing here, these are of utmost importance, and you will realize this in the examination hall. So daily I'm telling you, look for the additional data, additional information, and surely you will get the success in this examination. So let's move forward, and these pen drive courses by StudyIQ, these are extremely important. And the sale is over, I think, and the data or the particular course which is there, which is available in these courses, that is created by experts, so do not miss them. Next, the MCQs that I gave to you yesterday. White nationalism. After the incident of New Zealand shooting, when the attack was there on mosque and 49 people were shot down by a white person, and it was the case of white supremacy. That person was believing in that particular concept, and he believed that white people are superior and other people are less important, and they all should live together. Means the white people, they should all live together, and we are the dominant one on the earth. So this particular thinking is a kind of a bias for themselves, and white nationalism they call it, and it is banned by Facebook recently, and Facebook said that we are now going to take many actions regarding that, because this is an equal word. Nobody is superior here. So D, none is the answer here, because none of the concept explains the meaning here. You see, Facebook finally acts to counter online hate. The company has been slow to deny a platform to advocates of racial violence. Means when that person streamed this whole incident live on Facebook and on I think it was Instagram or some other social website, so it was so dreaded, and it brought the most dangerous psychological impact on the Muslims of this world, and all were feared of this particular move because it was such an extreme hate, and that was brazenly shown on the social media platform. That's why Facebook invited a lot of flack, and many cases were there filed against Facebook. So this thing is now taken as a step that Facebook is not going to support this particular move, and it will do anything to end this racial violence and this white supremacy as they wanted. And you see, Mr. Trump, the shooter was a Trump admirer. He publicly declared that. So this kind of things are not good for this world. Next, recently a specific technology is introduced in coffee e-marketing sector. As I told you, coffee board, I told you about this coffee board and about this news also. They are going to apply blockchain technology here, and this technology is undeniably appreciable technology where the falsification of the data is not possible. Because if you want to hack a particular data, a particular set of information from this blockchain online ledger, then you need to hack all the systems which are connected to that particular ledger. Means you need to hack all lakhs, crores or million, billion computers which are attached to it. So that is totally impossible. That is practically impossible. So blockchain technology is a very robust one, and it can be applied to anywhere where some kind of value is there for something. So Bitcoin, we heard the biggest example where blockchain technology was used, and because there was no a chance of corruption or any kind of manipulation, because it's an open ledger, and once a verified data is added to that, we cannot change that, we cannot manipulate that, and that's why blockchain technology is the robust one. And Satoshi Nakamoto was the person, an imaginary person, who started this technology. So in reality, nobody knows who introduced this great particular technology, but certainly it's a robust one. So MCQ 2's answer is C. You can see here, requested transaction is broadcast to the P2P network of nodes, then validation process. The network of nodes validate the transaction following the protocol. A verified transaction can involve any digital asset, and once verified, the transaction becomes a part of the new block, and that would be added to the public ledger here. And the new verified block gets added to the existing blockchain. Means it's a blockchain, it is blocked. Again, you cannot manipulate it without the proper authority. So this transaction is completed. This is how the blockchain technology works. Okay, next, Skytrax World Airport Awards. As Singapore's Changi Airport is first airport, and it is there on the top of this list for the 7th consecutive years. And India's airports, they are coming on around 60th spot. So we are way behind, and our airline industry is not growing with that much pace, and many troubles we are experiencing these days. Jet Airways is down, and many difficulties are there. Air India is to the docks, and it is about to be sold now. So many challenges we have, but domestically we have the regional connectivity scheme and the Udan scheme, so we are claiming very high there. So it is to be debated that what kind of situation is there with our airline industry, because we are not appearing on the top spots in this world in these rankings. So above 50 is the answer here. Indira Gandhi International Airport of New Delhi is at 59th rank, and it has achieved 7 ranks here. Chhatrapati Shivaji of Mumbai is at 64th rank. Rajiv Gandhi Hyderabad International Airport at 66th rank. Bengaluru's Kempegowda National Airport is at 69. So the names are also important. They may ask you that Kempegowda National International Airport is in which city, whether it is in Hyderabad, Chennai or Bengaluru. So all these things you should remember. And Singapore's Changi Airport, because of these rooftop swimming pools, 24/7 movie theaters and all, the Changi Airport has been crowned the world's best aviation hub for the 7th time in a row. Next, most important information is regarding PSLV C-45. It is the 45th successful flight for PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. And you see, first we need to understand this polar and the geosynchronous orbits. This is Earth and these are poles, and you see this is Sun synchronous, that is nearly the polar orbit, and this is perfectly the polar orbit. The height would not rise more than 1000 kilometer here. Okay, and the geosynchronous or the geostationary, okay, these are having the height of 35,800 kilometer high. So the communication satellites and all and these important satellites which are placed at geostationary orbits here, because they actually need to remain in a single place, so that we don't have to adjust these particular disks to their respective positions every time. We don't need to change that. Earlier we used to change that around 20 years back when these dishes were there. So then we were changing their directions, but now we do not change them, because these are geostationary orbits and they move according to Earth's rotation. So they are actually fixed at a particular place. So these are geostationary satellites, and the orbit is having the 36,000 kilometer height. And one is geosynchronous. Geosynchronous means once in a 24 hours time that would appear on the same spot, that is geosynchronous. So geosynchronous and geostationary both are at very high position, and sun synchronous and the polar orbit is there around 1000 kilometers height, below than that. So this time the MSAT, that is the highlight of this particular flight, MSAT, which is going to provide the military intelligence to Indian Army. So this is important, and this we have actually sent there, and it is placed at 748 kilometers height, the highest one. Apart from that, there are 28 international customer satellites from Satish Dhawan Space Center. We have launched them, and these are placed at 504 kilometer height, and many unique and first timers are there at this time. You see, it targeted 3 particular orbits, and that is a first. Second, the PSLV QL, it's a new variant, and that is again a first. Next, they are actually using solar panels on the PS4 stage. You see, it is the stage for PS4. Here the solar panels are giving energy to this particular stage, so this is also a first. And we are reusing this particular PS4 stage, that is again a first. So many unique additions are there this time, and it is the 45th PSLV's successful flight, and in total it is 47th flight of PSLV, and successfully it is 45th. So C45 we are naming it, and it is the first flight of the QL variant, where are 4 strap-on motors are attached. So that is important. These stages are very, very important. Regarding GSLV, we always talk about the cryogenic engine, and that is the third stage engine in that. So these stages of these rockets are very, very important. And you see here, these are the most important features of these rocket systems. And these are rocket systems, they place satellites into different orbits. So these are rockets, and missiles are different. Missiles are tested on the Odisha's Balasore coast, and these are sent from Satish Dhawan Space Center east to Andhra Pradesh. Remember that Sriharikota Island is located east to Andhra Pradesh, and this Sriharikota Island and the Balasore Island both are on the eastern coast of India. Okay, so this is to be remembered here. Sriharikota is here and Odisha's Balasore is here. Next, again one more record was there, that it was the 3 hours flight, and it was the longest one till now, and it placed 28 international customer satellites at 50 km height. So that's important. Next, one more important thing, AMSAT, Amateur Satellite Corporation of India, that has sent automatic packet repeating system with it. So that is also placed there. And apart from that, for ionospheric studies, ISRO's university has also sent a particular spacecraft. It's a nanosatellite, and these countries, Lithuania, Spain, Switzerland and USA, they have sent their own satellites. So these are 28 international customer satellites. Why these are important, why I'm repeating them again and again? Because we are earning here a lot. This is a multi-million-dollar industry, and when we are placing these satellites and we are working as a transporter for them, then we are earning a lot here. So it is our capability, it is our genius minds that we are capable of earning this much here. Okay, next mission would be PSLV C-46, and it would be 48th flight. This time it is the 47th flight. So there is a difference here. It is 47th flight, but the name is PSLV C-45, and next time it is going to be 48th flight C-46. So that's important. EMISAT, as I told you, it is going to provide the military intelligence, and it was developed by DRDO. Next, information by Ministry of Finance. First time we have touched the GST revenue collection up to 1,06,577 crore rupees. It is the highest amount since the introduction of GST, and it was in March 2019. If we compare it with the March 2018 data, then it is 15.6% rise in the revenue. And every month they release this report, and 1 lakh crore average is taken for every month, but this time it is 1,06,577 crore rupees collection. That is important. And if we take on the division of it, then CGST is at 20,353 crore, SGST, state GST is 27,520 crore, and integrated GST is at 50,418 crore rupees. Next data, Ministry of Drinking Water and Sanitation, as it is implementing the Swachh Bharat mission. So the sanitation survey was there. National Annual Rural Sanitation Survey, NARSS. Every year independent agencies, they evaluate the work of sanitation, and this is Swachh Bharat mission. And it was the rural area. This time it was the World Bank supported program as an operation, and it was the largest independent sanitation survey in the country, and sampling framework that covered more than 6,000 villages, 92,000 households, and around 6,000 schools, 5,800 Anganwadi centers. So government is actually giving this clarification, because many informations were there in the in particular news channels and in some print media, that some false informations are there. So as PIB in the PIB updates, we have seen many clarifications by the government, and they are alleging every time that some media houses are quoting wrong reports, and they are maligning the image of India's government. So again, this is a clarification, and again they are alleging that the Quint.com and Hindustan Times, they have quoted wrong reports and wrong references are taken, and they are trying to destroy the image of India's data collection. But how much truth is there, we have to see here. But this NARSS is the biggest one. Over 5% of the data has been back checked. So they say that there is no chance of corruption or any kind of trouble, and all the data is perfect, and we are achieving great results here, and we are moving forward. Next, these are the MCQs. Try their answers and the additional data. You should search every day. I say this thing because it is the most important thing for the prelims examination. PDF you will get on the Telegram channel, and the link for this channel is given on my Facebook group. Send me a request, I would approve. Thanks a lot. Keep watching. It was Amit Sani. Thanks a lot.